Hello students, now we'll discuss practice sheet 2. In this first question is find multiplicative inverse of 0 upon 1. We know multiplicative inverse, inverse of any number is that number which when multiplied with given number answer is 1. So in case of A we can say 1 upon A is the multiplicative inverse, or we can say multiplicative inverse of any number is a reciprocal of that number. So in this case we have to find the multiplicative inverse of 0 upon 1, which is equal to 1 upon 0. But the issue is this number 1 upon 0 is not defined. Why not defined? Because this 0 is coming in denominator and we know denominator can never be equal to 0. So hence the correct answer is not defined. Question number 2. Three rational numbers lying between minus 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. We know between given two numbers there can be infinite number of rational numbers, but in this case we have to check amongst these four options which is the correct one. So if you observe here we have 4 in the denominator, 4, 4, 4 and 4. So maximum we have 4 in the denominator. It would be better if we make all the denominator equal to 4. So in that case this 1 upon 2 will become, so first number is this one and second is 1 upon 2. Let's make the denominator 4. So we have to multiply by 2 in the denominator and 2 in the numerator. So the number becomes 2 upon 4. So this is the question now. Minus 3 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. We have to check which numbers amongst the given options are lying between these two. So let's see the first one. This first number can be taken as minus 1 upon 2. Let's make it 4 in denominator. It becomes minus 2 upon 4. Let's check. Do we have minus 2 upon 4 over here? Yes, we have minus 2 upon 4. The next number is minus 2 upon 4, minus 1 upon 4, 0 upon 4, 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. So these numbers can come easily, but this 3 upon 4 cannot come because 3 upon 4 is larger than this number. So 3 upon 4 cannot come. So first option is wrong. Second option is minus 1 upon 4 coming between them, 1 upon 4 coming between them, 3 upon 4 again not coming. So B option is not the correct answer. C option, minus 1 by 4 is coming correct, 0 is coming correct and 1 upon 4 is coming. So C is the correct answer. You can see in the D part they have minus 5 upon 4. Obviously minus 5 upon 4 is smaller than minus 3 by 4. So not possible. Correct answer is option number C. Now question number 3. Minus 3 upon 8 plus 1 upon 7 is equal to 1 upon 7. Let me write like this. Minus 3 upon 8 plus 1 upon 7 is equal to 1 upon 7 plus minus 3 by 8. So what we are doing here is the position of numbers is just, or the order is changing. This 1 by 7 is at the second place, this is at the first place. Here the position is exchanged over this side. So we all know this property is known as commutative property and this is under addition. So we will say the answer is addition of rational number is commutative is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 4. A number p by q is said to be rational if p and q are integers. It is correct but not complete. P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is the complete definition. So B is the correct answer. Now 15 added to thrice a whole number gives 93. So let's assume that whole number be x. Let the whole number be x. Now it is saying 15 added to thrice a whole number. What is thrice the whole number? 3 into the whole number, that is 3x, and 15 is added to it and it is equal to how much? 93. When you solve the equation you will get the answer. So let's find 3x is equal to 93 minus 15. It is 13 minus 5 equal to 8 and 8 minus 1 is 7 is equal to 3x. So x equal to 78 upon 3 which is equal to 3 to the 6, 1, 8, 3, 6, 18. So x came out as 26. So the whole number is 26. Now question number 6. The solution of equation ax plus b equal to 0. Again a easy question. By solution, what does it mean? It means to find the value of x. And to find the value of x, we have to isolate x on one side. Let's isolate it. It becomes 0 minus b, and we all know 0 minus b is minus b only. So ax equal to minus b, x equal to minus b upon a. So correct answer is minus b upon a. That is option number C. Question number 7. If 5x upon 3 minus 4 is equal to 2x upon 5, then the numerical value of 2x minus 7 is. So before finding this thing, we need to find the value of x using this equation. So let's find the find the value of x. Very simple. 5x upon 3 minus 2x upon 5. So I have taken this number. I have taken this 2x upon 5 to the left hand side and this minus 4 to the right hand side. It becomes plus 4. Now we have to take the LCM. It becomes 15. 3 5s are 5 5s are 25x. 5 3s are 3 2s are 6x is equal to 4. And the answer is 25 minus 6 is 19x upon 15 is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4 into 15 upon 19. Now what is the value? 60 upon 19. This is the value of x. Now we have to find the value of 2x minus 7. So let's put the value of x in this equation and find the value. I am using green pen for this. So 2x minus 7. What is the value of x? Value of x is 60 upon 19. So let's solve it. One second, let me erase this. Okay, so let's take the pen again. Now we have 120 upon 19 minus 7. Further, let's take the LCM. LCM is 19. So 120 minus 19 sevens are how much? 7 9s are 63. 7 1 is 7 plus 3, 133. Now when you subtract it, what will you get? 3 minus 0 is 3 and 3 minus 2 is 1. And larger number is negative, so answer is also negative. Minus 13 upon 19 is the correct answer. I hope you got this. So we have utilized the first given equation to find the value of x, and then we utilize this value of x in equation number 2 to find the answer. Okay. Now question number 8. Find the value of x find the value of s. So 1 upon 3 plus s equal to 2 upon 5. Very easy question. So we have to just isolate the s. It will be this. LCM will be 15. 5 3s are 6. 3 5s are 15. 5 1s are 5. Answer is 1 upon 15. So B is the correct answer. Then question number 9. Which of the following satisfy the property that has two pairs of congruent adjacent sides? Sides which are adjacent should be equal, and only two pairs. So we have this kite, and this adjacent pair is equal, and this second adjacent pair is also equal. So this is the correct answer. Okay. In this parallelogram, opposite are equal, not adjacent. In this also, opposite are equal, not adjacent. Therefore C is the correct answer. Now last question number 10. If two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are 5x minus 5 degree and 10x plus 35 degree, then the ratio of these angles is very simple. We all know the property of adjacent angles. If this is B, C, D, we all know adjacent angle sum is how much? 180 by the property of parallelograms. So suppose angle A is given to you as 5x minus 5 and angle B is given to you as 10x plus 35. Put the values. A is 5x minus 5 plus b is 10x plus 35 is equal to 180. Now 5x plus 10x is 15x. 5 and 35, 5 is negative, so it becomes plus 30 is equal to 180. So 15x is equal to 180 minus 30 is 150, x equal to 10. Now x equal to 10, therefore angle A is how much? 5 into 10 minus 5, that is 50 minus 5, 45 degree. Angle A equal to 45 degree, and angle B is equal to how much? 10 into 10 plus 35, that is 100 plus 35, 135. Now comes the question. Question is asking the ratio of the angles. Very simple. Angle A upon angle B will be given by 45 upon how much? 135. Let's find the ratio. So 5 9s are, 5 2s are, 5 7s are, 3 3s are, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. So 1 upon 3 is the ratio. That is option number A. I hope you all got this. Thank you.